So what is this then, this thing we're doing?
It's a clip show. So we've come to the end of the series and now it's like a compilation of clips, and this is the bit we're going to link them.
Well, like that thing, I'm being framed, or whatever it's called.
Not I'm
So
being
that
framed.
sort of thing?
No, that's you've been framed.
They show you pictures of their babies falling through ice and that sort of thing.
No, I mean,
No?
it's not that, and also, I don't know when you last saw You've Been Framed, but there's never been a clip of a baby falling through the ice.
Really?
So
Well,
they
that
tend to
sort
be a
of
little
thing.
bit more
Right.
jolly than that. Anyway, it's not that. It's just us doing links in between the kind of highlights, the comedy highlights.
Well, there won't be many of those then, are there?
Good evening and welcome to Backchat.
So this is the problem son you've told me about so many times.
What are you talking about?
No, you don't eat it! You know when a dog sort of... Let's kick our shoes off, let's open the gin.
I'm quite well hung.
Sleaziest thing I've ever seen.
I'm assuming that you're a virgin.
Sometimes it's best just to block it out.
Oh my goodness, we're going to have a tear up, the impact's one.
Pow! Yeah, I'm leaving the beat. Pow! If you don't know about me.
Do you know what? I expected to come on here because I've never met you before and I thought he's going to look like shit.
Now, come on, that was a fucking good question.
And the sex is good too.
Here are some of our favourite moments. My favourite thing about Jeremy Paxman is the theatre of his interviews. We've all seen it, right? He's grilling some politician and he lets them waffle on until their pants are filled to the brim with bullshit. He reaches into his jacket pocket and he withdraws his weapon of choice, the spectacles. And when he takes those out, what he's saying to that politician is, up until now, your face is so offensive to me, I can't even look at you in focus. But I've got a quote written down here, a quote of yours from 7 years ago. You probably don't even remember saying it, but Jeremy does. So be a good boy, pull down your trousers and pants and bend over that barrel for me and prepare to take this like a man. But this is the masterstroke, right? He doesn't just put the glasses on and leave them there. No, we get the trademark Paxman flourish, the swoosh of the matador's cape. Just before making the execution, he whips them back off again. This is how it plays. He's like, Minister, you're here supporting the closure of 15 hospitals. But in 2006, you said that under no circumstances would you support cuts to the NHS. What's changed?
Do you know what grime is, Nick? It's mainly MC-based, like rappers, kind of like, a bit like poetry, like street poetry over fast beats.
So you got something like this. Yeah. Pow! Yeah, I'm leaving the beat. Pow! If you don't know about me, pow! Man, I'm quickly come pow! Yeah, I'm pow! You don't pow!
That you were born on the same day as Winston Churchill.
Different year.
Different year.
But yeah, well, I share the same birthday and therefore have the middle name of Winston.
What I was going to say there about Winston, because I'm a huge Winston fan.
Fangirl.
Not quite the right word.
Groupie.
Is you must be the only white man to have been called Winston since since Winston, really.
And the show comes off air. Thank you very much. This has been the end of Backchat. It was a very short-lived series, but we enjoyed it while it lasted. Please send your complaints to Ofcom. I've been Jack Whitehall. Good night. Jeremy, he seems to be evading the question. How would you suggest that I get the information out of Mr. Dyer?
It's probably not even been written yet, has it? I mean, your character's been sketched out, but all the storylines there.
Yeah, you shoot 12 episodes at a time. Yeah, you're 3 months in advance.
Oh, really?
So
you've already filmed some of it?
Is he trying to get the thing out of me now, is he? Is this a move?
No, you've already filmed some of it.
I've been doing it for a month, yeah.
So and we'll be surprised?
Yes.
What aspect will surprise
Will you watch it, though? I don't really... I'm quite like it. Yeah, I'm not fucking stupid. I know what you're doing. I'm all over this. I'm all over it.
There is an Apprentice CD. Wait, no, this is true. This is a real thing.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
No.
You can buy all of the tracks from The Apprentice, and it has them all on. It's like boardroom, driving home.
Do you think when Lord Sugar's having a sort of quiet evening at home, he says to Lady Sugar, put the CD on, love, will you? There's nothing on the telly.
I think there's no moment in your life when you could not use a track from The Apprentice to punctuate it. If you're with your girlfriend and maybe things aren't going right and you need to have that complicated situation, you sit her down, you're like, look, I'm really sorry, we have to talk about this, but just things aren't working. Oh, sorry, before I go on, just stick this on. We've been together for a long time now, and look, it's not you, it's me. It just isn't working out. We're arguing too much at the moment, so with regret, you're dumped. What is that? Is that... Could it be? Maybe? Is it him?
Boom! Boom, boom!
Oh my God! It's Santa Lucy! Pull your beard down.
Hey, what's that? Boom, 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 boom!
Come on, Santa Lucy. You can do this.
I can't hurdle.
Can we have the music? Can we have the Chariots of Fire music? Oh! Santa Booty, let me take your shoes off for you.
Let me get the other one off. Let me have the other one.
Get that off, Nigel.
Oh my God!
He's going to jump over.
Okay. Come on, guys! Believe! Come on, Santa Booty! Come on! One of the things you seem to get a little bit irked by was that Russell Brand was saying that he didn't vote. Yet, in an interview with the Radio Times, you said, in one recent election, I decided not to vote because I thought the choice was so unappetising. What's changed?
Why don't you give the rest of the quote?
Well, that's the only bit that I had from the question.
So that was just a taste of what we've got in store for you this evening. One of the major problems
How
with
long
doing
is this going to take, incidentally, this thing, these links?
Well, not long. It's just a couple of short bits in between.
Right, because I don't particularly want to stand up for hours.
Yeah, but I thought it would be more casual if we're standing rather than just sat in front of the camera.
Well, I prefer to sit, to be honest.
OK, fine. Right, we'll sit.
Go and find somewhere comfortable
Don't
to
walk
sit.
off.
No, well, I'm not going to stand there for hours.
Right, OK. Just get in a chair. We'll get you a chair and then we'll...
Here are some times when my dad's revealed a little more than he should have.
Since hitting the big time, Ryland splashed the cash on a new set of porcelain veneers. Apparently his new teeth are so bright that this Christmas, last year's X Factor runner-up Jermaine Douglas has been booked to switch them on.
I wouldn't make remarks about people's teeth. Remember what your teeth were like. Your teeth were so bad. They were enormous. Do you remember when you were 14? I mean, I nearly entered you into the Grand National.
So recently, the Oxford English Dictionary announced the new words that have come in for 2013. And would you know these words? We have emoji. That's a new word. Do you ever emoji?
Don't think so. Not knowingly.
Selfie.
Yes, I know that one. When he lived with us, I went into his bedroom one day. And he
What
was,
did you find?
Well, he was lying on his bed having a selfie.
No!
And what was really peculiar... What was really peculiar was that the television was on.
Wasn't on countdown, was it?
Well, no.
Yeah, it was. I was waiting to see Rachel Riley and it kept coming back to you. It's cool. I call it a danger selfie. Now, your list of gripes challenges even my father's. Your list of gripes includes M&S underpants. You did have a gripe with those.
I did. I was putting my underpants on in the gym one day, and I observed they had a hole in them. I then remarked to the other blokes in the changing room, have you any of you noticed Marks and Sparks pants having holes in them? Several of them had. What I hadn't reckoned on, of course, was I think the pants were probably rather old. I should be clearly a sell-by or use-by date on your pants, shouldn't there? And then you'd know how old they were.
Well, the problem I have is with the elastic, because I'm very...
Lithe?
No, I was going to say, I shouldn't use this in front of you, but I'm quite well hung. I need very strong elasticity, is it called, in an underpant. And once it starts loosening up, all hell is basically let loose. And of course, Jack has inherited, I mean, some very good things from me, and that is one of...
We can stop now. We can stop now. We've done enough of that. You're actually being very trivial, so we're going to move on. Italia 90.
Yes.
The opening game of the group stages.
Yes.
England are playing Ireland. Well, 19 minutes into the game, talk us through what happens.
I hadn't been very well the night before, and after 15, 20 minutes, the ball goes down the Republic of Ireland's left-hand side. I came over, tried to tackle the fullback, which in itself is ridiculous. But as I did, I slid along the grass, and I inadvertently relaxed.
You shat yourself during a game?
I did, Jack, yes. That's exactly right.
I mean, Gary, I don't begrudge you. We've all been there. Provence, 1996. My brother Barnaby, again, had eaten something that disagreed with him. He was jumping into the pool and slightly overextended on a star jump. We had to evacuate the entire village.
That was not Barney's turd, it was yours. You wasted your vote last time.
I didn't waste my vote.
You voted
for
green.
Me. You tried to.
That is a waste of a vote.
He tried to steal my postal vote and force me to vote Tory, and I refused to let you do so.
You said to me, "Do you mind doing it for me?" And I'll vote Conservative.
I did not.
And then you changed your mind afterwards and said, "Oh no, I'm Lib Dem or Greens and all that rubbish." Because you like to your fan base to appear to be sort of slightly socialisty, kind of greeny.
Socialisty greeny? What the hell
whereas you're a good old-fashioned Tory.
I'm not! Stop outing me as a Tory!
All right, now, our next word is party hat. What is a party hat?
Party hat?
Lethal?
Is it maybe a thong on your head? I don't know.
I don't know. Michael, help us out here.
Definition, noun. Erect or pointed nipples. Wow. Example. Yes, bled. Must be cold outside because your mama has her party hats on.
This better?
Yes, much better. That's far.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
What?
I wanted it to be like a casual thing in the kitchen, just throwing to stuff. And this setup is ludicrous. It's like Frost Nixon. You're Nixon.
Okay.
Happy now? Can I do it? Can we start?
Yes, do. Please start.
One of the things I wanted to achieve with
Have you made any
Backchat-
lunch plans today, incidentally? I mean, is there some food on offer? Some catering?
No, you just have something when we're finished. This won't take long.
But I always eat now.
What do you mean eat
Well,
now?
I mean, it's
We've just
1 o'clock.
started.
Well, it wasn't my fault we started at 1 o'clock. I need something to eat, I'm sorry.
Right, well, I
Well,
don't know.
nothing huge, but just something nice. Maybe a glass of wine.
Okay. Well, I don't know. What do you...
Well, I'll get Mummy to get me something.
Okay.
Hillary? Hillary?
I don't think she's here.
Hillary? Hillary?
I mean, she's obviously not here.
Hillary? No, I don't think she's here.
Right, if I get you some food, will you then just behave and do the links?
Yes, okay.
Right.
You want me to come with you?
No,
or-
stay there.
Okay, okay.
Now, here are some of our favourite guests.
Right, ready? Play it, play it. Okay. Shh, shh, shh. Now do the thing with the phone.
Would you send him in now, please, Francis?
No. Sorry.
What?
Do the voice.
No, ridiculous. There's no way I'm doing an Alan Sugar.
He's waiting out there. You have to do the voice. Come on.
Would you send him in now, please, Francis?
What? So she doesn't like people being flirtatious with her?
Oh, no, hold on, I didn't say that. She's great fun and actually quite flirty. Margaret is, you know, she's got those beautiful Elizabeth Taylor violet eyes. My Catherine, my adored Catherine, said that I really ought to have an affair with Margaret.
Knew it! One Arsenal fan in particular that you have quite a lot of banter with on Twitter is a guy who I happen to follow him on Twitter. And as an Arsenal fan myself, the only silver lining of Arsenal losing is that I know you're going to wind up Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any better feeling than baiting him when Arsenal have lost?
Very few.
You
Very
really
few.
go at him quite hard, though.
Well, he deserves it, quite frankly, most of the time.
And it's quite playground stuff. He makes quite a lot of jokes about the size of your
Is
But you give your fair share of stuff back to him about his
many chins.
His many
for
chins.
example, and his ample frame.
his ample frame.
I think he's a total wanker. That man.
Most people would agree with me.
Two slices of bread. What about this, Bear? Two slices of bread, little Cecil. No, don't eat it! Who wants to look after the dog for the rest of the show? I don't trust you, ladies over there.
Jack, why don't we keep the dog on here? It'd be quite sweet.
Are we not allowed to?
No, there's a lot of that going on.
Bear, they literally don't trust you near any kind of animal. You look like you have warm, kind eyes, madam. You take that.
Jack, it seems to have weed down your front. But
It's weed down my front. Oh, no.
I'm
Very funny.
joking.
He did actually. He genuinely got me. Lee, what is the Lee Mack Christmas like?
Well, I'm ashamed to admit that I don't do much cooking in my house, so it's the once a year that I do it. And for the last few years, I have religiously stuck by Nigella Lawson's cookery book. I have, genuinely. And I always thought, she asks you to get the turkey and put it in a bucket of water and leave it in your cellar or outside for 5 days. And I've always thought, that's a very odd thing to do, just leave a turkey soaking in a bucket of water. But if she says do it, do it. Turns out she was just off her tits.
Are you a protective father? To
Yes, yes, of course I am.
If-
Who
if she-
isn't?
If she, if she brings back a boyfriend, what you like with the boyfriend, I'd be quite scared to meet Danny Dyer.
Listen, I'm sweet with him. As long as a tear never drops from her fucking eye, we're going to be good friends.
And
So,
you just say that to him and it's
well,
just...
no, he knows it. I
it's
can do it in a look.
So say I came home and I was...
Well, OK, so you walked in, I'll just be like...
With your daughter,
You
so
get
I'm
blanked
there.
straight away, I'm blanking you, I'm looking at the telly, and I'll just go...
Oh, dear God, that is
and then
quite...
pipe away again. So it's like a little pipe.
It's a little pipe?
A pipe, which is a look.
Yeah, and then...
And then look away.
And then I know...
And then have another look, right?
Yeah.
And then say fuck all to him, do you know what I mean? So he knows.
And he knows in that moment that if a
and
tear...
then maybe he'll go to take his coat off and I'll give him another little look. So go, don't take your coat off.
Don't take your coat off?
Don't take your coat off. Who the fuck do you think you are, taking your coat off in my house?
Is your house very cold?
Freezing.
Beauty regime, Bear? Is there much time for a beauty regime when you're in the wilderness?
No, is this a straight answer. I use a lot of kind of natural things. I'll often get...
an aloe vera.
Exactly. Exactly. Or even at home now, I use olive oil as moisturiser.
Oh, I do that because I had eczema, you know.
Sometimes a bit of avocado.
Yes, no, the olive oil is very good. You've got to make sure you rinse the bath around, though, after with washing up liquid. It's the only thing to get rid of it. Otherwise, you will slip around like nobody's business. But very good, the olive oil, isn't it, for everywhere.
This is all going in, Jack.
Yes.
I'm getting it.
I get toxed, so I will have a bit of Botox. I've had mine last week, so I'm not quite fully frozen yet. I sort of have a bit of a love heart round here, and I have 3 round the eyes. Haven't kicked in, only done on Sunday. Next week it'll be fine.
It's super dangerous, that stuff.
So it's taken
But so's what you do, Bear, but, you know, we have to do it.
Now, as people get older, they take different steps to ease the impact of the passage of time on their looks. Some people grow a beard. Others, like my father, need something a little more drastic. I took him to investigate one of those options. I booked an appointment with one of London's top plastic surgeons. Here's how it went down.
What's the name of our general practitioner?
I don't know. You're the one who's brought me here. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. I'm very upset that Jack thinks that I need to have anything done to my face. I think my face, for a more mature man, is almost perfection. Do you drink alcohol? Well, of course I. That's a bloody stupid question.
Yeah, but if you drink and you do prescription drugs, you'll end up like Kerry Katona on This Morning. Do you want that?
I don't know who she is.
Are you going to be honest with the drink one?
Well, I put 1 unit a day.
1 unit a day?
Yeah.
A unit is not a bottle of red wine.
Well, why should I tell the man how much I drink?
Because he's your doctor. He's not telling anyone.
He's not my doctor. I've never met the man. I'll put 3. Have I ever had a facial herpes infection? I mean, this is getting really personal.
Have you?
Well, there was that time in Greece.
Oh, God, I didn't want
to
to hear, actually. He didn't seem to be taking the medical questionnaire seriously and was definitely answering some of the questions incorrectly.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming along. How can I help you?
Basically, my father's looking a bit old in the face area, so I thought we could maybe talk about getting a kind of MOT done on that.
When you said MOT, could you sort of specify a bit more?
Well, I don't know, I was just thinking his face at rest looks like he's just smelled a bad fart all the time.
Ridiculous. It's Jack that I'm worried about. I mean, when you think he's only just 25, I mean, when he gets to my age, God knows what he's going to look like.
Patrick, tell it to me straight. Is this what I've got to look forward to?
You know, that depends very much on how you lead your lifestyle. The ageing process is very complex. What I'd like to do is just illustrate some of the areas that I think that we can improve upon. So let's start with the eyelids.
Patrick was doing all of his, pen shit on my dad. And then I noticed there was one part of the face that I think he'd carelessly overlooked. Can I suggest as well, just if you don't mind, Daddy, if you took out some of the skin here and just thinned that area and then pulled it in a bit there, you might get a more youthful kind of mouth area.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably not a good idea. It's not really a conventional approach, and I don't think it's going to contribute to Michael's overall rejuvenation. No, I don't think so.
I think we've probably done enough of this now, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, can you work out some sort of price for this?
I'll get that information, and then I'll get back to you.
Great, thanks.
Great, thanks.
Okay, back in a minute. Okay, gents, you'd be looking at something like this, for all of it's included.
Thanks, yeah. Oh, shit. Total waste of time. Complete con artist. Taxi?
Maybe don't put your arm up like that.
Don't mess up this suit, will you? It cost me a lot of money and couldn't get BBC 3 to pay for it. Oh, very much.
Get on with it.
Right, okay.
Now, we've had a lot of amazing guests over the course of the series. Some of my favourites included Danny Dyer.
I'm not eating out of a box. What? I'm not eating something out of a box.
It's all they had open. It's New Year's Day.
Ooh, it looks very greasy in there. Ooh.
Right, OK, fine, stop.
Well, at least put it on a plate.
Yeah, okay.
It might get some of the grease off it.
So, the great thing about Backchat is we never knew what was going to happen next. Even when we did make a plan, it never turned out like we expected.
It's terribly dry, this chicken. I mean, it's as dry as a bone. Go back to the shop and see if they've got some béarnaise sauce.
Béarnaise sauce?
Yeah, béarnaise sauce, and then at least we'll make it a little bit moister.
It's a Texan fried chicken. They don't have béarnaise sauce.
Okay, well, hollandaise then.
Just roll the clip. Here are some of our favourite unseen moments.
Would we ever see Jeremy Paxman on Strictly? No. Why?
Well, I've been asked twice, and I think you'd need to have your head examined before going on something like that.
Oh, that's a shame. You better tell Anton de Beck that stand him down. We're not doing the ending of the show that we had planned. We'd even gone to all the trouble of getting this.
Will Jeremy Paxman and his partner Anton Dubek please take to the floor?
We thought that might inspire you, but...
That was what we call a bad production idea.
I thought it was fabulous.
Thanks, Jack. I always thought you were a bit gay. You are a little bit, though, aren't you?
No.
Oh, come on, you're so camp.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I
are.
am one-
I was watching your Fresh Meat programme. Now, I caught you in bed, and I noticed you're very...
On the show.
Yeah, you've got a lot of foliage going on. That's quite nice. But then I looked, and all I could see was this big, huge... You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
No.
Areola. And I was like, are they going to show us the full tit or not? It was like that.
I've got quite large nipples, but then again, that's something that I inherited.
Yeah.
From,
But I just thought you were a little bit gay.
I'm not! I'm one of the straightest men!
Oh, come on, you like spaghetti till it's boiled.
Oh, shut up, darling! Amongst my... No, that was not... Father, did you feel like you got anything out of the experience?
I've got to fess up to something here, and that is that when I left your surgery a week or two ago, because there were quite a few of them around, I took a couple of these
I know you
with
did.
me because I thought he won't miss two of them, because I thought I haven't got anything for your mother for Christmas.
Litter bugs?
I don't like litter bugs. You're
There,
quite
see?
right.
Finally.
1 out of 3.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I...
Oh, no, sorry.
What happened? Where's that camp run you said? I mean, Jeremy said, you know, in a few years' time you'll start looking like Brown Stew, and I think he's probably right. Never seen anything so camp.
Action.
What are you doing in my pub? You ain't welcome here, you slag.
I'm leaving you, Danny, because you don't treat me like you should treat a woman. A woman? I'm not playing a woman.
Yes, obviously.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, because you're his wife. You're not... It's either that
I'm his wife.
Yes, in the story. Right. It's a story. This is for Danny's benefit, not yours. Danny needs to practice this. Just go.
Right, OK, so, right. Well, get out of it. I'll take you down market, we bubble and squeak till the cows come home. I love you, darling, all right? I love you more than life itself, all right? You slag.
Danny, I'm in the full bloom of my womanhood. I can't believe I'm saying all this stuff. Who wrote this?
I wrote it.
Sure, you're a phenomenal lover, but physical ecstasy is not enough. Exchange look of simmering sexual tension.
That's all right. It's quite fuckable, actually.
Danny!
Wow.
I'm taking the kids with me.
You can't take me kids.
They're not your kids, Danny.
But if they're not my kids, then whose are they, you slag?
Jeremy's the daddy. Really bad heartburn. It's that chicken.
Shh, stop it. So, Daddy, what were your highlights of filming Backchat?
Well, I mean, it was difficult. I mean, I couldn't make head or tail of the whole thing because all the anecdotes that I told you, which I thought, you know, would have been the highlights, seemed to get cut.
We had to edit some of them because they do, well, I mean, they're good, but some of them do tend to, you know, go on a bit.
No, they didn't.
They were quite long-winded, some of them.
They were.
You do have a propensity
There
to
were lots
ramble.
of very, very good short anecdotes, I told.
You don't have any short anecdotes.
Well, what about that one about Penelope Keith and Peter Bowles? When we went to the dog track in Catford, the greyhound story. You remember I had a greyhound? But every time we went down to the training place and met the trainer, who was called Randy Singleton, the dog used to sort of come up and lick me, but I thought, well, how do I know that's my dog? And there were other people there. There was a feeling that Maureen Lipman might have been there. But it was quite, you know, big names. And Peter Bowles' mother was there. So Peter and Penny were mortified, and I mean, there was nothing else for it. I just turned round and told Randy Singleton that he could bloody well go and fuck himself.
Here are some more of my dad's best bits.
Did you ever like meet Maggie Thatcher?
No, I think I spotted her once across a room and aged 8 and was quite intimidated.
You're not trying to get me to tell that story.
Well,
Well, he's trying to get me to tell the story because I went out a few times with Carol, their daughter.
Did you have a French kiss, Carol Thatcher?
I don't want to
Yes, I did. I have to say I did. I went from between French kissing and heavy petting, but I never went further than that with her. And she asked me back to number 10 Downing Street to meet the parents, and it was sort of midnight-ish, and I was beginning to get a little. I mean, I wasn't drunk, but I was
were
just
pissed.
I was not. Anyway, I went out into the hall to order a cab, and I rang up the cab company, and Carol was standing next to me. And I said, oh, hello, I'd like a cab, please, to number 10 Downing Street. And the chap at the other end said, oh, yes, sir, yes, 10 Downing Street, right. And what would your name be? And I said, Whitehall. And he said, oh, right. She then grabbed the phone off me, Carol, because she could see I wasn't coping very well with it. And she said, hello. And the guy at the other end said, yes, hello. And she said, have you got all those details? And he said, yes, I've got Mr. Whitehall from 10 Downing Street. Who would you be, madam? And she said, my name is Thatcher. At which point the man put the phone down. And I didn't get a cab. Well,
That is
obviously
the
there was
worst
no
excuse
cab.
I've ever heard for sleeping with Carol Thatcher.
What's the furthest north you've ever been?
Worcester?
So Worcester's the furthest north you went to school in Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Well, that is further north than Worcester.
Yeah, but I never went sort of into Yorkshire, as it were. And we used to go up from King's Cross Station to York in a private train.
Sorry, you went to school on a private train from King's Cross? Did you have to run through a wall to get to the
family? We went up to York Station, and then we got out.
And then Hagrid put you in the boats.
And then we spent the term there, and then we came back at the end of term.
To the Muggles.
But if I may just have a word with you because you've got a very, very attractive younger wife, and I had the same. Well, I still do have the same. But where you've got this to look forward to is the benefit of having a younger wife when you're getting near my age, because then you've got somebody to carry the heavy shopping, the heavy suitcases on holiday, the car puncture, out of the car, fixes the puncture, and, dare I say, in the bedroom.
OK, we don't want to hear about in the bedroom with you and my mother.
In the bedroom, light bulb goes on.
Oh, thank God.
She's up the ladder, changes the light bulb,
Thank you. I thought you were going somewhere
And
different.
the sex is good, too. Let me tell you about the night of your conception.
Whoa!
Then we won't have any more of this.
No, we don't want that.
Let me tell you
Let's
what
move on.
happened. It was the night
let's move on.
of the great storm.
No one wants
you
to
remember
hear
that
this.
night
None of
when
you want to
Michael
hear it.
Fish said there wasn't...
I want to hear it.
Shut up,
Michael
Pete.
Fish wasn't...
The storm.
That's right, and Michael Fish said there wasn't going to be a storm. There was this huge storm,
Yeah.
and we had some people for dinner. We had 6 people for dinner.
Was one of them Nigel? Just wondering.
No.
Just wondering. That's
Don't encourage him.
We had 6 people for dinner, and then they left at about midnight, and that's when the storm started, and it was sort of rumbling, and it got very, very hot that night, and it started raining. And Hilary, that's my wife, Hilary, and his mother, we went for a walk round the block, and then we got to the front door, having had our walk, and there was, you remember that big tree in front of the front door?
I wasn't born.
No, but there was a big tree, and your mother leant against the tree, and her dress was beginning to slightly ride up because of the heat, and of course she's got rain on her as well, and she looked very, you know, exciting. And I thought, just for a moment, I thought, could this be a knee trembler?
Oh my God!
Opportunity. But
Okay,
I
believe you. I
put
believe
that
you.
out of my mind.
Nigel's not my dad. Nigel's not my dad. I believe you.
Please,
She
Karen,
walked
this is
up
saving
the
me £2.50 a minute.
She walked up the stairs.
I believe
we
you.
got to the top of the stairs, which was our bedroom. And she lay on the bed.
Okay, should we bring out Santa
and
Boosie?
She started to... Well, she didn't
Chris,
undress
help.
exactly. She just lay there. And I got so excited.
Chris.
I mean, so excited that I jumped the gun.
Oh my God!
Why are you laughing?
Because you've just seen a bit.
But you haven't seen it. So
Yes,
I don't know whether it's funny or not.
No, it's just how it works, okay. So, let's talk about guests. Of all the people that we had on the show... What? Who is that?
Oh, excuse me. This is Morris.
Who the fuck is
The
Morris?
upholsterer.
Sorry, you've booked an upholsterer to come round.
Yeah, he's just... I mean, he won't
You
be here
knew
very
we
long.
were going to do...
Oh, Morris, hello. How are you? Lovely to see you.
Right, okay, can I have a word, please?
Yes, OK.
No, not you. What the hell is this? You knew we were doing this today.
Yes.
You couldn't have had him coming over on another day.
But I didn't think we'd be doing it all day.
We're not doing it all day. We were only doing it for a couple
Morris
of
said
hours.
that he was in the area, he could come over, he could look at some...
We're not doing a whole show based on Morris's schedule.
I know we're not.
I'm quite busy as well.
OK, well...
Where can we...
We
we're not doing it in there whilst he's doing...
OK, well, I'm not going in that kitchen, which stinks of that ghastly chicken. Oh, yes, I know where we could go.
This is weird.
Why?
Doing it in your bedroom. Odd.
Not really. It's good enough for Morecambe and Wise. Good enough for us.
OK.
This bed's got some slightly dodgy springs. I'm afraid your mother got very overexcited during the Christmas holiday period.
BBC Three felt the show might be feeling a little bit posh and a little bit old, so we decided that we would do the best thing and book a 92-year-old member of the House of Lords. She's 92, that is amazing, right?
I'm not 92, I'm 91.
I'm sorry, Baroness.
Where are you getting all this tripe from?
It's all from your Wikipedia page.
Probably written by you. Or someone even less educated.
Also, can I just say, you won't know this, Lee Mack used to be a redcoat at Butlins, so he too, you know...
Could I just say...
Thank you.
You made your schoolboy error there. I appreciate you are a schoolboy. But I was not a red coat at Butlins. I was a blue coat at Pontins. So of the 3 words you needed, you only got the word coats correct.
Now, one thing I want to talk to you about is you have just opened a boutique or you're about to open a boutique.
I'm not, but I'll say yes.
You're not?
No, am I?
Fucking Wikipedia is bullshit.
What's Wikipedia saying now? Apparently my home was invaded by false widow spiders the other week. That was bollocks.
There goes my next question.
Your life and career is just fantastic. You were basically a spy.
No.
You want me to do this?
Yeah, no, put that down. We'll
Yeah.
do that in a sec.
Right.
So we're entertaining Chris Akabusi, who's just gone.
Yeah.
And this sets up something at the end of the show, and someone forgot what they were meant to be talking about.
Oh, cheers. The trouble is, someone isn't always told what they're supposed to do. I have to keep it all in my young head.
Right.
You made a lot of mistakes at the beginning. I've been writing them down. You made 1, 2, 3.
This has been Backchat. Good night. You've all had a good show. Nick, I particularly enjoyed some of your anecdotes towards the beginning, but worry that on some of the tasks, you took a bit of a back seat. Mr. Biz, you remind me of a younger me, even though you're older than me and a grime rapper. Father, you were very grumpy at the beginning of the evening, but you warmed up a little bit, and I did enjoy some of your interjections. However, your reference to my mother's party hats will haunt me for the rest of my life. It's for this reason that, with regret, Father, you're fired.
Why are we up here? It's bloody freezing.
Because this is nice, picturesque, so I thought we could have like a reflective moment for the end of the series. So,
reflective about what, though?
Well, just being reflective, you know, we're looking back on the series, so I thought it'd be nice to have a nice reflective moment to end on. So just look out, and not over there, just look towards the river and just be reflective, okay? That's not reflective.
I'm just thinking. I'm not, I'm just thinking. What? Those bloody cyclists. They're not taxed like we are. I paid tax, my car.
This isn't about cyclists.
Insurance.
Just shut up and be reflective. Well, that's it. The end of the series. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed making it. And with any luck, we'll see you again soon.
I'm not sure I'll be around for that.
Don't end the series on that. Being all morbid. You will. If you look after yourself, you know, cut down on the alcohol a bit, I'm sure you'll keep going for a lot longer.
I'm not talking about that. I don't seriously think I'm going to do another series for BBC Three. At the money they've been paying me.
OK, well, we won't see you again soon. Good night.
Well, you might. Good night. Why is your name before mine?
Because
ridiculous. What do all these people do?
They all work on the show.
But we do all the work on the thing.
No, we don't. These are the amazing people. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to make this show.
And where do they come from? A sort of bunch of freeloaders, I think. I've never met any of these people.